Good afternoon, Vision Show. We're so excited to have Deb Hatanaka with us from Eye for Wellness. We're going to be talking about how to build a profitable Eye for Wellness program. I'm really excited to have Deb. She was kind of telling us offline that she developed this program to help opticians, optometrists, ophthalmologists, and eye care professionals in general to build new revenue streams for their practice. Thank you for joining us, Deb.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. So I have the scanner up here in front of me. It's impromptu in my kitchen on top of yoga blocks. And so I'm going to talk you through, this is the device. So what I'm going to do is scan myself and explain to you how an eye doctor would use this in the practice.
Okay.
So it comes with an iPad as well. And what it is we know that as eye doctors, their practices are very busy. So it's a very short 30-second scan that can be done quickly. The text can do it in the flow of the office very easily. So I'm just going to go into the iPad here. And I'm just going to click scan and put my name in. Okay, so then I'm just going to put my hand on the scanner quickly, and it's a 30-second scan, and then I'll show you what my score is at the end. So basically, you can get a score between 10,000 and 100,000, and the higher the number is better. It shows that you're absorbing your fruits and vegetables, and also if you're supplementing, it'll let you know how they're working for you, because it's important to supplement to fill the gaps. So we're almost done. That's how quick it is. And I will show you in just a second. And then we also have a supplement line. One of them is an eye formula, and we have some other products like Life Pack. See, my score is I don't know if you can see that, but it's 82,000. So that's in the optimum category. So
now I've been scanned before.
Yeah.
So I know what a bad scan really is. And you are like almost superhuman. 82,000.
Been in a while.
I think you cry broccoli.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised with the stress that's going on. But anyway, if you can see, I'm in the silver here. So that is like the highest in the highest.
If you can hold it up just a little bit, because I can't. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm close to 100,000. So there's not a lot of people who can get to 100,000 or more, because we all have stress in our lives, or there's pollutants out there that we can't see or feel, and stress is something that everybody struggles with every day. So that affects your score as well.
So is it true that this is going to help you to determine external environmental factors as well as internal factors? So like, let's say you had a really great health profile internally, but you just left a room that was full of smoke. Is it possible that temporarily your score would be reduced, or is this a representation of a very consistent profile?
It's a 2-month window. So a lot of times
Okay.
when I scan someone, if they get a lousy score, they'll say they had a bad meal last night, but that doesn't count. So it is a 2-month window. So it gives you, so that means if you're going to make changes with diet in your life, or you're going to add supplements to your life, it takes about 2 months to really get into your system and to get an accurate score.
Wow. And just in theory, I would think this has really not as much to do with the scanner technology as much as it has to do with the way your body processes things genetically.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of factors that take into it. Even if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, some people might have, leaky gut or other gut issues, so that they're not absorbing properly. So if you know, and you can make changes, and we have answers to different things depending on what the score is. But I can show you a couple of the supplements that we would use in an eye clinic, because there's some specific to optometrists that we would use. And one of them would be the eye formula. And this is an AREDS 2 study eye formula, so it has the lutein, the zeaxanthin in it. But what our mandate is, we want to make patients healthier. So if they get a lower score, we'd like to bring the whole body up, because in doing that, you're going to bring the eye health up as well. So
I think that's so important. So now this is a very hot topic in the eye care industry. There are so many nutraceuticals that are out there, and some are very omega focused, and some are very mesozeaxanthin, and there's so many different formulas. What makes yours different?
Well, the ability to scan and test, which makes it different. So someone does get a lower score if they were going to go on a Life Pack product. These products actually have lutein and zeaxanthin in them. So they may not have to have the eye formula unless they have something like AMD already. So maybe they would just go on Life Pack with with an omega, which is really good for your eyes as well. And the thing about our products is they're guaranteed to bring your score up, or you get a full refund in 2 months. After 2 months,
Wow.
your score doesn't go up. So we put our money where our mouth is, really. We stand behind our products.
So what you're saying is, if somebody wants to just boost their health in general, they could do something like a life pack.
Right.
But if they have a pretty healthy profile, or they're just really focused right now on their eye health, you
Mhm.
have specifically targeted formulas for whatever their concern is.
Right. For eye health or whole body health. Yeah.
It's more like a customized health regimen.
Right, exactly. And because eye doctors don't have a lot of time, we just kind of have a few products. So we would do Life Pack, we do the eye formula, and maybe like a Marine Omega or an Optimum Omega is a less expensive choice. So we just have a very, like a good, better, best kind of formula. So it's very easy for the eye practice. And it's totally turnkey. We've done everything for them. We have brochures that are included. We have, you know, a piece like this where you're talking about what the score means. So something like this. So we have all the elements that they would need, even a letter to introduce it to the patients. We've got everything covered for you in full training.
So there's been a lot of talk in the world right now about pre-existing conditions. And there's a reason why people are concerned about this, because there's things that are going on in the world right now that are being, broadcast all over the news, that, things like this will affect you much more if you have a pre-existing condition. And, what I was thinking, before we were talking is, because you were explaining to me how this helps to understand your existing profile, I may have diabetes or high blood pressure or, something that is a pre-existing condition and not know about it. So it seems like this might be a really great way, especially if you can't, make it to a doctor right now. If you have a practice that has this equipment and you're able to get in there to get a scan to really see where you're at, to see what your kind of baseline is. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, it's a great way to see where your baseline is. Because as I said, you can't tell by just looking at someone. Some people look really healthy and then they scan low. So you can never tell where someone is. And even if they say they feel fine, feeling isn't what's happening inside your body. You can't feel your arteries hardening. You can't feel yourself getting diabetes. You can't feel that, right? Until it's almost too late and that you've already got something. So if you can tell that you're not absorbing enough, you can do something about it now and make a change. So
No, I think that's so important, because I remember you had done scans with me at an expo in person. And I got to tell you, some people were like really shocked, like really, really, really shocked. And actually, I met people that looked super healthy, that had a really, really, really low score. So what I found interesting with that is, I think sometimes people can be doing everything they can and still have, maybe like you said, stress or lack of sleep, or you mentioned even travel can have an impact on your score. Just because you're putting yourself in all these different environments, you don't always necessarily know what's going on. So I think now more than ever, people are going to really be cognizant of what their health profile is. So I'm really grateful to have the Eye for Wellness program here for the Vision Show audience to embrace. I know right now we're talking about the Pharmanex scanner. If you just joined us today for the first time on Vision Show, we do have all of Deb's products on a demo in the auditorium. So feel free to go in there and take a look at some of these products in detail. But from a portfolio standpoint, talk a little bit about the products beyond even the nutraceuticals, because I understand you have some really cool, fun stuff for women. And now, oh my gosh, if you can't make it to your spa or to your Botox, I think this is going to be an opportunity for people that are really aware of their physical external appearance. So I want to give you an opportunity to talk about some of those really fun, awesome products that make you not only feel good, but look good.
Okay, yeah. So this is another thing moving forward, that people are going to want to be doing spa treatments at home, because I mean, right now we can't go anywhere, obviously. But one of the videos that will be available is the Lumi Spa, and that's a really great little device that is very affordable for people. I think in the United States it's a couple $100, and basically what it does is it buffs out wrinkles, it really super clean. It's very super hygienic. It really cleans the pores. It's got silver threaded through the head of it, and it actually it also promotes collagen and elastin in your skin, and it's just a great little product. I can actually post some before and afters in my booth as well if people want to see that, because it's pretty, after one use you can see a difference.
Yeah, and I think thank you for mentioning that. So, and just so for people that are just watching this, and maybe you're not watching it in Vision Show, maybe you're watching this externally on YouTube Live where we're broadcasting now, or maybe you're watching a rerun on Facebook, you had nothing better going on, you said, oh, let me check this out. Really what makes Vision Show different is you can go into the Eye for Wellness booth, and during our open sessions, and you can connect with Deb, and you can watch the reviews of the product there. You could set up a one-on-one with her, just like you would do at any other Vision Expo, where you actually get to go to the booth and interact. So feel free, if you just had your own questions and you didn't have an opportunity to join at the time, to visit the visionshow.io. You'll see when you log in, you'll be taken right to the lobby. And it's super simple. You just click the lobby selection and you go to, I believe it's services, products and services, where you're, that's the hall that you're in, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there's only 4 or 5 selections. So as soon as you click it, you'll see the Eye for Wellness booth. When you click it, you'll see all of Deb's additional information there. And then there will also be an easy chat to the right, where you can leave her a video message, ask her any questions you have, a voice message, leave her some information on how to get in touch with you, and Deb will be able to kind of interact with you that way. So we're really excited to have you today. Anything else that you'd like to share? Maybe give you a last couple minutes to talk about the financial opportunity. I think it's so important that people not only have healthy patients, but they also have healthy profits. I mean, this is going to keep people in business, having these diversified revenue streams, as they kind of roll out of our hibernation stage and back into a stage where they actually are conducting business. I would imagine as the world is kind of slowly rolling to a start, having these supportive income streams is going to be really important. So I'd love to hear a little bit about the financials of this.
Yeah, well, actually, we are going to have a special going on while Vision Show is on air. And what we want to do is we have a mandate with the scanner program. We want to make patients healthier, of course, number one, and we also want to put extra income into the practice. So what I can give you, for instance, so let's say you can scan in the office 5 new patients a day, okay? And you're going to put them on possibly LifePak and Marine Omega if their score is not adequate. So you would be looking at about if it's 5 patients a day, looking at about 43,000 in the practice. So there's 2 types of income. Wow. Yeah, there's 2 types of income. There's $20 per scan, which is kind of a sweet spot. It's kind of what we find pretty much works across the board. People don't mind spending $20. So about 24,000 of that is just the scans alone, and the rest is the income from the commission from the supplements. So what happens is every month that ships, a commission goes into the practice. And then, now,
is this theoretical, or are these numbers based on actual case studies that you've seen?
Yeah, we've developed this program, and actually we have a spreadsheet. So those numbers are very accurate. That even includes profit share in the office. So that makes, because everybody's happy and everybody thinks they're working as a team, it'll be very productive. And that's what we do when we teach and train people. We really explain everything.
Well, and everybody knows someone, and this is an industry that I found, especially with this whole Vision Show project, where people really do like to be a part of helping their neighbor. This is one of those really interesting industries where, although a lot of times you might have like 7 optometrists in the same state, and they might be, in theory, competitors, but they're always helpful and supportive and share and collaborate. So, from what I understand, if you're an optometrist or a optician or eye care professional, or maybe even somebody who's a rep in this industry looking for a side income, if you like this product, I understand there's some sort of a distributors program. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, there's an affiliate program. So if you were to place a scanner in an optometrist's office, even if you were a doctor who referred another doctor, you would make a percentage of override commission on all the supplements that are sold in that office. So I mean, to just do a referral and then gain an extra income, it would be pretty amazing to add that as well to your practice. Because everybody's practice that, I mean, it's not like your competitors. Everybody has their own clientele. So you're just adding value to another neighbor in practice kind of thing. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can let's say you're calling on eye doctors anyway because you're selling glasses or whatever, you might want to add this in as well.
And I think you'd mentioned that there were some promotions that Eye for Wellness was offering right now. Can you talk a little bit about that, just so people who are watching who might be interested know if there's an opportunity for savings?
Right. Yeah, I'm going to be taking $300 off the training and coaching, and I will be doing it virtually, obviously, the training. So if someone was interested in getting into the program now, we're all at home now. So if you're thinking proactively, you can actually learn, get the scanner yourself shipped to you, practice on yourself and your family, people that are living with you, and then you will be ready to go when we're back in the office. So if you want to be proactive, it's a really great time to take advantage of that.
And one of the things we talked about earlier, just to kind of add to that, is this is a mobile unit, and there are a lot of businesses right now trying to roll into a more creative mindset and not necessarily thinking about what's going to happen when the world turns back on, but what can I do right now to have my life turned back on? I'm not going to wait for the world. I want to be on right now.
Yeah.
And because this is such a mobile device, it goes into a little case. If you have patients and you feel comfortable, you can visit them, right? And you can use alcohol and clean the unit thoroughly without harming it, and do a scan, and maybe help people and do like a mobile kind of health and wellness program right now, maybe as a revenue stream. Let's face it. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that would love to get access to something new that can help them to stay really healthy right now. It's something that we're all concerned about. Is that kind of, you think, a good, potentially a good way to leverage the product right now?
Yeah, absolutely, because it is so portable, and we actually have instructions on how to sanitize the scanner. And you want the whoever's being scanned to actually see you sanitizing it with an alcohol wipe. And I have a pharmacy in South Carolina who's actually using the scanner through their drive-through. That's what they're doing. So I mean, it's obviously you can do it with a mobile service as well. That's great.
And so, just to before we sign off, how can we reach you if we're interested in learning more about Eye for Wellness?
Well, if you're at the Vision show and you're checking out the booths, I'm in the Eye for Wellness booth. And if you click contact, I will have your email and we can have a conversation, or we can do a chat within the booth. And if you just want to get in touch with me, should they get in touch with you to get my contact, or what do you want me to say?
Oh, yeah. So in your booth is your contact information, but you can also, if you want, you can send an email to info@visionshow.io. And, we'll go ahead and give you Deb's information. Or if you'd like to leave a message for Deb with any questions you have, you can do that right through the Vision Show through the booth. So a lot of people are a little weird about sharing their email. So this is a great way for you to get your questions answered. And Deb will be able to communicate with you right through Vision Show. It is free for attendees, so there's no reason you can't pop on there and get your questions answered.
Right. That sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you.
All right. So we're signing off, and thank you so much for joining us today, Deb.
Thank you. Bye.